NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Andre Roberts now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Watson now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Watson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Lawrence on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Charles, a look there at the Jaguars draft class for 2021. And no question, this will all be judged by how Trevor Lawrence performs. But Urban Meyer and crew, they were also able to pick up some potential building blocks later on.
And that's part of the grand plan, because when you draft Trevor Lawrence, you have to surround him with talent. How about picking up Travis Etienne at number 25 in the first round? The second running back taken.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On 2nd and 10, Watson, throw right side into the hands of Akins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football, but that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mark Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown run, and the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not? And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Lawrence. steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona. And he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a dump off here complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man left side. It's a tight end man Hurts. Here's Lawrence to throw. Sharks got it, left side. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on Oak. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. Wiggles free. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And when you draft a rookie quarterback, as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. But Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. He expects that to continue in 2021.
On second down, it's Robinson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing man or the ball, and if you're playing man,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to catch this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And Lambeau now after the touchdown. They pick this one away. Robinson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already on the line, set to get going. And finally an interception. Just any interception. They're a little bit more cautious as they start that next drive. We know he's just not out of the window. I think there's any way you can run out there. Just going to be losing the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious just because now you can't get any of the offense. Maybe it's also something for watching their coaching staff says, let's do what they need to the entire game because that's worked well. This is offense, if not look particularly good all game long. Nice throw there for a good game and a first down. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made in the Jaguars 36. And it's going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Watson on first down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 17, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, you feel the excitement from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson, his throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To the air yet again, Watson. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down. All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan,